I'm Al Frank, and welcome to Before the Brutality, our second pre-show for the end of this second season that we've already wrapped up. We've got a great thing tonight. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have the three oldest and best, like, veteran all-star wrestlers on here tonight. That's right, M. Diamond, Mr. Sexy, and Showtime, and they're all going to be talking about their matches for Backyard and all this other stuff. I'm going to ask them some more questions. We're going to do a few video clips and show a few tribute videos and stuff like that for y'all tonight. So we have a great pre-show for y'all tonight. Anyways, before we get on with our first guest, I wanted to talk about, okay, we wrapped up our 10th show already, and as y'all could already see, there's been a lot of rivalries unveiling. We've already got 3 rivalries going into the Backyard Brutality. Other than that, the Backyard Brutality is going to be a 6-match pay-per-view. Other matches scheduled is going to be, well, one I know for sure is the Hunter versus Shadow Man, and that is going to be spectacular. I know they didn't have a rivalry, but King Seth set this up at the last minute. He wanted it to be really dramatic. Even though they didn't have a rivalry, it doesn't matter. This match is going to be huge. This Backyard Brutality is going to be different than Spring Cleaning because we're going to do a half and half show. The first half will go, and then we'll cut to our intermission halftime show. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that as we go on tonight, and it's just going to be great. And the last match for our first half will be the Hunter versus Shadow Man, and that's going to be spectacular. Their second encounter, but I mean, you know, it's the Hunter. He's not fighting the Shadow Hunter this time. Anyways, and on to other things. Also, the Commissioner is making an appearance tonight, and well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out our first guest for tonight. And well, before he comes out, we're gonna show him his tribute video for his return and his unbelievable rivalry, well, with you know who. And please enjoy M. Diamond return and King Seth rival clips.
There was one match I was supposed to have, but I was not allowed to come back. M. Diamond, Commissioner Seth, 10-count brutality.
You want a piece of me? You want some? You want some? You want some of the king? You're gonna have some of Seth blood running on you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Before the Brutality. Here, you're with your host again, Al Frank, and man, those are some good clips. I mean, really passionate. But anyways, as far as that was concerned, I'm gonna go ahead and bring out my first guest, the veteran returning legend, M. Diamond.
Do you got time, or do I need to go to the dry cleaners?
Sorry, I had a little bug control problem. Dang roach. Sorry. Anyways, I hope that thing's dead.
Jeez.
You know it is. Anyways,
Yes.
how have you been there, pal? I mean, God, you've since you came back, it's been nothing but drama with the whole commissioner and the corporate royal thing. You know, everything going on. Just, you know, tell me your thoughts on that. How you been doing?
Seth and I have been going at this for a long time. This isn't the first time. And you know as well as I do, it won't be the last.
Oh yeah, your past rivalries before we even had our show were, how you say, pretty intense, just like they are now.
But now they're being involved on a larger scale.
So, what are your thoughts on Backyard Brutality and your 10-count Brutality match? And, you know, just what are your general? What do you think is going to go down in that match?
Al, you have any idea how long I've been waiting for that match?
I have no clue, sir.
I've been waiting for that match for 3 years.
It's been a long time, M. Diamond.
3 years. My WLF was taken out from under me.
And about when you came back, the whole thing about were you really pretending to make people think you were going to join the commission? I remember when you came back and held his hand up and stuff. Was that some like big joke, or were you serious? Were you thinking about it, or I mean, what was that all about? A lot of people were wondering about that. A lot of fans and
They have doubts about M. Diamond himself? No. When I raised his hand, yeah, him and I had a friendship at one time. I just marked him as a target this time. He was just another target. That's all you have to know about that.
all right.
I cannot.
Well, excuse me. How about what are your thoughts on his son Prince Seth and this so-called Skull guy?
I'm gonna make you one promise. I don't care about Prince Seth.
As does not Mr. Sexy, as we've seen for their huge rivalry. But
You saw what? You saw what?
This
Hold on. Before you continue, you saw what I did to Prince Seth. My first match.
MKO
back.
off the top, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't see, that was what the 7th. Remember the show? It was one of those shows. He wrestled and MK off the top. It was sending a message to his father. It was just spectacular. Rivalry has flourished. Most people think you're coming into the TWA as, well, some would call you a saint or a savior of a lot of other stuff, because the stipulation for your Backyard Brutality match is very high stake. I mean, you've only been back for a short period, and you have agreed to put your whole career on the line for this match. I mean,
Let me let you know something. Put my career on the line in a lot of matches. This one is going to be one of the more brutal matches I've had to put my career on the line in.
oh well, the Brutality match lives up to its name. It's one of our most vicious, dangerous, you could say unhealthy matches in the TWA. And if anybody's ever seen a Brutality match,
Then
it's
again,
just,
don't forget, I've never been in one.
that's true.
I may never have been in a Brutality match, but I got a feeling I will dish out the punishment now. And I will make a quick promise right here and now. Before Backyard Brutality is over, Seth, you can hear me. And God, I sure hope you can hear me. You know, all three of you little corporate punks, every one of you is going to receive the MKO courtesy.
Oh, very strong words
Every
coming
one
from
of
your
you.
opponent, Mr. Commissioner. Let's see. Other questions. Oh, about the tag match. You just had this previous show. We had the 10th show, the last show. What had happened between you and Mr. Sexy? Everything was going on. I mean, to be honest with you, you and him were on fire in that tag match. I've never seen such great teamwork since the Jenkins brother, and even better than that. That was a very, very good match for people that watched. I loved it myself.
Well, him and I used to have a history as well. Some of it good, some of it bad. Some of it just, it flared up.
If I can say this, I think as they have their differences, some things they don't like about each other, you know, they don't get along, but I think as TWA All-Stars and as veterans, they started this company, the two of them, plus, you know, Myth and Showtime. I think they have a deep respect for each other. I mean, am I right, or?
It depends. Are we talking respect for person or respect for actions? Do you think I respect what he did? Allowing me to lose the match to King Seth?
Horrible.
How do you think I felt when I got pinned by him? What kind of momentum do I have going into that match now? Every week he's come out. He's humiliated me.
I have a feeling that
Backyard Brutality, I will put it to an end.
well spoken in Diamond. And let's see, what were some other questions? We basically wrapped up about Backyard Brutality and all this other stuff going on. I wanted to take you on a little time machine back in the past, in your past days of the TWA.
I'm listening.
Anything ever stand out in your mind, like in the past, before we started our show, like, any rivalries, matches, people, anything stand out in the past? Because not many people know about TWA past. It's mentioned every once in a while, but fairly ever. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, my character back then, maybe as you may or may or not know, I used to be someone known as MDG back in the day.
MDG. I do quite remember that. That was.
But then I changed my persona. See, don't forget, I did try and invade, and I failed, and I paid a price for it. I paid a high price for it.
Oh, and another thing. Speaking of, you are on the show tonight along with Mr. Six and Showtime. These are y'all the three original founding fathers. What about that Myth guy? Whatever happened to him, by the way? I have no clue. Most people think that you and him were doing something together off at some other side project since you hadn't been in the TWA in a long time. Last time we saw you was at the end of the WLF. Last time we saw him was that last hardcore match between him and Mr. Sexy, if you remember, which was
in which I believe.
gruesome.
Yeah, I believe I played a small part in that. About Myth, him and I had our differences. Frankly, I don't care. Right now I care about one thing and one thing only. Seth. That's all I care about.
Seems to have really imprinted on your mind. I see. Well,
Honestly, if I could see Myth again though, I would like to face him one last time. Because me and him...
I'm sorry. I've been rambling on and on. We've got to go to a break, and we enjoyed having you here on Backyard Brutality. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are a big fan of M Diamond here, you will see him Backyard Brutality, 10-count brutality match with Commissioner King Seth. If you miss this, then I feel sorry for you. But we're gonna go to a break, and thanks for having you, M Diamond.
It's no problem, Mal.
And we'll catch you later.
I will not rest and I will not stop until this guy is brought to justice. You want to mess with my family, boy? You already took out one member of my family. I think we can resolve this at the Backyard Brutality.
It's me, Al Franken again. Welcome back to Before the Brutality. If you're just joining us, we had our first guest on, the M Diamond, and we showed his video clip. Coming out now is another wrestler that a lot of you ladies would probably appreciate having on the show. Anyways, let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Sexy, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, I'm gonna try to cut this as quick as possible because I don't want to go over. About you and Prince Seth. Like, you were rivaling with the Commissioner at first, and it kind of spawned and sprawled off into you rivaling with Prince Seth. What was that all about, really?
I really couldn't tell you. See, the Commissioner wants to, pick somebody, the wrestler he's most jealous of in the TWA, and then try to go after him and try to put him in all sorts of matches, and then get him into matches that the odds are nearly impossible to get out of.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, after the match is over, you know, for instance, he comes in, low blows him, and then gives him a finisher or two, and then just leaves him out there for dead. And then he just constantly, you know, tries to beat up on him or whatever. I don't know. And then, like, you know, the commissioner left after the first show, and then I had that whole angle with Showtime, and then the commissioner comes back and puts me in all those matches, and you know how it goes.
So what is the real rivalry between you and Prince Set anyways? I mean, what the crap even really spawned all of that?
See, pretty much what it is, all mine and Prince Seth's rivalry, all that is Commissioner Seth's, well, M. Diamond came back, as y'all know, and, you know, he didn't have enough time to focus on me anymore, so he had to pawn out his son just to get him off of, I mean, just to get me off of his back. So pretty much, Prince Seth is just his little tool just for backup.
So do you have anything to say to Prince Seth? Like, any words of anything before y'all wrestle it out at Backyard Brutality, which will be brutal?
Well, a word of wisdom, all that training you're doing, you better train hard, because what I'm gonna do to you at the pay-per-view, you're gonna need all the training you're gonna get. And yeah. The artist, I mean the wrestler formerly known as Hacks, Prince Seth.
Oh, that was very...
You know why you haven't won against anybody real big fairly? It's because, you know, everybody, all of the up there all-star wrestlers, like Showtime, me, even though, you know, everybody knows who the better out of them are. But M. Diamond, Shadow Man, Blocko, all of us know that you're, in my book, and I'm pretty sure their book, you'll always be just a rookie.
Oh my gosh. Very hateful words coming from Mr. Sexy.
A cheating one at that.
Prince said a cheating rookie. Anyways,
And a pawn of his dad. You know, you gotta put that.
anyways, before we're about to run out of time, but what is one of your favorite, like, what is a wrestling thing that happened on either first, just since we've been doing our show, what is a match that has really stood out in your mind that you would actually like to see? Because we would play any clip right now, a short, few minute long clip. Anything that stands in your mind. It can be anything. Anybody, it could be one of your matches, doesn't matter.
So that's a tough one. So there's just so many good matches going on in the TWA. Well, I do have a good idea for a little video clip. Why don't we show that little video clip of me versus Cash?
Sam, let's run that.
That's always a funny one.
He's still going. And he's still doing his hair. Oh my gosh. Did you get the number on that freight train? Did you get the number? What's he going for here? Oh, he tried to go for the heartbreaker and he missed. Oh my gosh. Oh crap. A flipping mid-air senton leg smash.
This match is great so far. He's going for it again.
Is he going for the heartbreaker? Oh, a double leg drop off the top.
God.
I think Cash is gonna need a freaking morgue after this. And 2 kick out. Oh goodness.
Oh man.
Man, this is something else, Don. I tell you what. I wish I had me a bag of popcorn right about now.
What is this?
Ow!
Oh.
He's killing Cash. Cash is over.
Ah!
Get off me. You're getting cash must on me.
Oh.
Oh man.
And some downward move by Mr. Sexy.
What?
Mr. Sexy is just toying with Cash. Oh my gosh.
That was very
Slammed him on his head.
Speaking of, on that part where you like, you know, you shoulder thrusted him, right when you shoulder thrust him, you had like this shocked look
Yeah,
on
it
your
was like,
face.
Boom! And then I was like, oh, because
What were
I
you?
thought I was gonna kill the little dude.
What did you think? So kill him like how? I mean, it was just a shoulder thrust. You had like this.
I thought I was gonna like knock him out of the ring.
that was very awesome. Anyways, before you leave, what do you think of Showtime in this match? He just got signed just last week in the 10th show with Blanco. I mean, what do you think about that?
Oh.
Do you think that's fair, or do you think he had it coming to him, or what do you think?
Showtime? Oh, I'm sorry. But you're probably gonna get your butt kicked.
Oh.
Oh.
And let's go back. I did this with M Diamond. Let's go back in the past here. Is there anything else that sticks in your mind as far as the past TWA stuff goes? So, like in the original beginnings of TWA, and when it was just you, Myth, M Diamond, and Showtime. Anything ever stand out in your mind? Any regrets? Any dramatic matches? Nothing? Yeah.
Dramatic matches. Well, there was that last and highlight of the whole last off-show season of the TWA, the hardcore match, but
Mhm.
I think we've about covered that.
Oh, the very last hardcore match?
Yes.
So how does it feel to be named as overall retired hardcore champion? Which you're not a retired wrestler, but you did retire the belt to your name. How does that feel? I mean, that must be some kind of pride on there.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, if anybody didn't see that match, it was between Myth and Mr. Sexy for the TWA Hardcore title that Mr. Sexy had retired. And since then, Myth has pretty much not had been seen or heard of. And what about, what do you think of M Diamond thing? By the way, seriously, did you come out and help him for real against Prince Seth to be nice, or were you just really just wanting to beat the crap out of Prince Seth?
Well, just to be, all out honest. I mean, it might have seemed like I was gonna come out and help him Diamond, because we weren't all angry or whatever at each other. And, we are like the two of the founding fathers of the TWA, some of the oldest wrestlers, but I didn't come out and help him. I was just beating the crap out of Prince Seth.
Well, I guess that's about it. I don't really think of anything else to ask you. Just, what are your expectations of Backyard Brutality, and where do you see yourself in the future, I guess?
Yeah. I'm most definitely gonna beat the crap out of Prince. And where do I see myself in the future? I would say the champion.
All right, well, that's all from Mr. Sex's interview. Thank you for being on the show, Mr. Sex. It's a big, big honor for me and for a lot of the other fans out.
Seeing how our next pay-per-view's coming up, I challenge you to the pay-per-view. He challenges you.
Little spoiled brat is gonna come out here, talk about me, stuck up, snobby, good for nothing scumbags.
Oh.
Yeah, this is John, and I'm a new recruit, announcer. Sorry, I'm kind of nervous. Do the music. This is the commissioner.
So what?
So what are you gonna do with the backyard?
Anyways, yes, it is me, King Seth. My company, it's Skull, as everybody can see. New faction to the Royal Corporate Clique. Anyways, about M Diamond, he was just on here. What a little anus crunch. He thinks he's gonna beat me, right? But little does he know, he's dreaming a little boy's dream, a little girl's dream. Hey, I'm doing the talking here. You want me to beat you to death?
Dang, sorry, dude.
Anyways, I'm about to have Skull jump on you. Skull, get over here and keep eye on this little freak. If he moves even a little bit, I want you to Skull crush his brain into his pelvis.
And that would turn him on.
Anyways, M Diamond, this is just a game. Oh, you come out here saying, oh, I'm gonna beat him. I'm so sad. King Seth has put me into an emotional discord. I have to go through therapy. And I have to not date as many men anymore because I can't handle commitment without same sex. Right? Well, you know what I have to say to you, M Diamond? Once I get that royal CKO on you, you will get the royal corporate knockout of your life. And I will smash you with weapons and beat you brutally, rip your body apart. You want to lose weight? I'll beat it off you. And as far as Mr. Sexy is concerned, Prince Seth is going to rip your face off and wear it as a Speedo, Mr. Sexy. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? At Backyard Brutality, M Diamond, you're dead. Skull, move over.
That's kind of gross.
I tell you one thing. My opinions on Backyard Brutality is this. I'm coming there, I'm shining, leaving him Diamond dead in the ring, have his career contract in my hands, and I'll personally rip it in front of the world so he cries and bawls and wets his pants in front of everybody. Alright? That's how it's gonna go. And Diamond, you're just not beating me. It's not happening. It's not a reality. It's not real. Alright? Just leave it at that. And as far as Showtime goes, he's gonna wrestle that match. I already have it signed in a contract and everything. And if he doesn't show up like he said, then the police will personally track him down, bring him there, or arrest him. So he's fighting Blanco for the title. And that's all I really have to say. I'm real busy. Me and Skull got some more. I got more contracts and stuff to fill out. Tomorrow I gotta continue my training with Prince Seth. Speaking of, he's not here tonight because he had to go off overseas with Mr. Takamine and do some extra training over there and some publicity stuff in Japan and then go to the Philippines. But anyways, M Diamond, Mr. Sexy, M Diamond, you're dead. Mr. Sexy, you're gonna need a sex change because Prince Seth is ripping him off, mister. And that's all I have to say. Maestro, play my music. Me and Skull are out here. By the way, you, what kind of disgusting disgrace are you? Red hair, kind of clothes you got on. Skull, take care of this freak. Oh yeah, oh, you want some of that? Little freak. M Diamond, get up this moment. M Diamond, let's get out of here, Skull.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Before the Brutality. I had to take a quick break. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did take that break because that could have been freaking me getting a skull crusher and getting low blood and beat up by the commissioner, and then worst of all, getting fired. Man, feel sorry for that new kid. Well, oh well. Anyways, before we go on, M Diamond, I'm supposed to ask every wrestler on here tonight about what some of their favorite matches that stood out in mind. Forgot to ask him while we were having the interview, but I managed to catch him and he told me, and it was actually the part of that tag match that we just had the 10th show, Prince Seth, King Seth versus Mr. Sexy and M Diamond. So let's roll that real quick. When we get back, showtime.
German suplex.
Leave him alone.
Oh, the commissioner's in. Ref, get him out. Oh, he just slammed him on top of him. Why is Mr. Sexy covering? He can't win the match anyway.
You're stupid, Mr. Sexy. You're so weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better find the referee.
Whoa.
Back up and fight you.
Clothesline.
Come over here, ref.
The ref's not even paying attention to what's going on.
Stop him, ref.
The ref's not paying. The ref count, ref. Look at the commissioner running.
Yeah, you better run, me. You better run, Mr. Sexy.
Those are some good clips by M Diamond that he chose. And now, coming out, our TWA All-Star Champion, Showtime. TWA All-Star Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, okay. Thank you. Showtime. Wish it was this. Anyways, Showtime. You weren't on the last pre-show, but you're on this one. We had Mr. Sexy M Diamond, and just a second ago we had King Seth out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of, what are your thoughts, really? He just, at the last minute, he has put you in the main event. His match with M Diamond, the Brutality match, was supposed to be main event. He put you in the main event, and you're putting that on the line against the Mechanical 8. I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you have to say?
On that last show, y'all might have thought I was scared, something like that, but I was joking. I'm Brady. I'm gonna walk in there. and beat him like under a minute and then walk back out. I beat him before. I don't think it's gonna be a challenge. King said I think he pulled one over.
Oh, okay. Guess you heard that, Blanco. Speaking of Brutality, you had the very second Brutality match against Blanco on the very first show of the first season. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, like, you've wrestled Blanco before. He seems to be somebody that can deal with a hardcore match, but you aren't having one of those, so I mean...
Well, that first match was a pretty good match. I mean, it could have been better, but you know, I was doing everything I could. It's just Blanco can't really wrestle that good, so that's why I did.
Oh.
It kind of sucked. But you know, out of all the matches I've had, I would say that was one of the better ones.
So I mean, a lot of people are calm and serene and solid about going into this pay-per-view. I mean, because this is gonna be huge. I mean, M. Diamond had this passionate about him with the whole King Seth thing. King Seth just came out here. He's always angry, anyways. Mr. Sexy had a very fire in his eye for Prince Seth. You seem to be pretty calm and just. I mean, well, you seem to be always calm about anything. It's like nothing really gets to you. I mean, well, some stuff, but I mean, are you angry? Are you psyched? What's going on through your head right now? Backyard Brutality is just another week away.
Well, you're talking about I'm always calm. People always freak out, and I don't understand why. I'm always so calm because I know I don't have to worry about it. I know I'm better than everybody, and nobody can beat me. But as how I feel going into Backyard Brutality, I pretty much feel the same way I always do. I don't think he's going to beat me. So I'm going to be pretty calm. I mean, I'm ready to go into this because this pay-per-view is supposed to be really big. But, you know, of course, my match is going to be the best. But, you know, I'm ready to go into it. And I'm not really psyched up or anything like that.
So you're guaranteeing yourself you're going to retain that title?
I don't even have to guarantee it.
Huge confidence by our all-star champion. Anything to say about any of the other matches for Backyard Brutality? Mr. Sexy, Prince Seth, some new matches coming up, like we already heard about the Hunter and Shadow Man. You know, any comments? James versus Sandman boxing wrestling match.
I think that match is going to be pretty funny. You know, the boxing match. I don't understand what's going on in James' head, but you know.
Anyways, we're about almost out of time. Before we go, what is one of your favorite clips for like a match that stood out in your mind, like Mr. Sexy and M. Diamond? What's one of your favorite matches in the TWA? It could be yours, anybody else's, doesn't matter. What is the match that has really stood out in your head?
You know, people always thinking I'm all full of myself and everything like that. I'm actually not. If you want to see, seriously, one of my favorite matches would have had to been that first match between the Shadow Man and the Shadow Hunter, or well, the Hunter now. You know.
All right, well, let's roll the clip.
They're oh my God. Holy crap. Oh, DVD from Shadow Man. What a move, Shadow Man. Oh, a flipping senton splash, breaking the back of Shadow Hunter. Very good indeed.
Oh, man.
Oh. Shadow Man just throws him out of the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Now he's taking time to rest and...
Referee checking out. What's that?
Oh my!
Oh, Shadow! Oh my freaking gosh! They smashed through the table. Are they all?
Good match. I can see why it was one of your favorites. Well, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and go, and when we come back, we're gonna wrap up Backyard Brutality. So, guess we'll see you later. Showtime.
Guess you will. See you at the pay-per-view.
If you're just joining us,
We just had the TWA All-Star Champion. Showtime was out here. Excuse me.
Anyways, TWA All-Star Champion Showtime was out here, and talking about his match with Blanco, that main event, I don't even know how that's going to go down. I guess it's going to be very, very good. But, well, before we show that, I just have to wrap this up. These people, guys, I mean, they're serious. This backyard brutality is going to be something. I mean, tonight has been very humorous to me. But, these guys are really serious, and I have a feeling the backyard brutality is going to be unbelievable. But, y'all just have to tune in and watch. Please do not neglect this backyard brutality. I'm guessing this is probably going to be better than the spring cleaning, but, and, we'll see you at backyard brutality. This is Al Frankenstein. Please enjoy. See you later. All right.